Hi, I'm Lindsay, National Makeup Artist for Prep Cosmetics and ShopPrep.com. Today I get to go over some new tips, tricks, and techniques to show you how to get the most out of your makeup. Now I'm going to show you how to naturally enhance your lips and make them look a little bit fuller and a little bit bigger. First, we're going to start out with our lip liner. And normally I would recommend for you to fill your entire lip in, but if you want to make it look like your mouth is a little bit bigger, the same constitutes for wearing clothes. We wear darker colors to make us look thinner or smaller. We wear lighter colors to make things appear larger. So we're going to stick with that theory. We're going to add dark colors in lip liner, and then we're going to add lighter colors in lipstick and highlights. Using those in the proper places will help to make your lips look a little bit larger. So we're going to start from the outside corner of the mouth with a darker lip pencil. We're going to fill in outside the entire mouth, and then I'm going to gently blend the color in, leaving highlight spots in the center of my bottom lip and in the bottom of my upper lip. Also, to add a little bit more volume, when you're doing the outside of the upper lip, you want to make a nice soft curve, and then when you're doing underneath the lip, you want to make a curve the same. You want to draw a little bit outside where you would normally draw, so not directly on the line, but you're just going to gently hug the curve of your lip. Now that we've added the lip liner and a gentle curve around the mouth, hugging that line and adding a little bit of extra definition and underneath the bottom, and we've left the center of the lip right here and the center line right here light, we're going to add a little bit of a darker color to the outside corners of the mouth. This is going to make the outside of the mouth appear smaller, and then when we highlight the inner part of the mouth, it'll make the inner part look even larger. So you're going to choose a color that's a little bit darker and just gently add color into the crease of the mouth. You want to make sure that you also open your mouth and get in that in-between line so that when you're talking it's still the same color there. Now that we have our darker liner applied, I'm going to add a soft, frostier color to the center to use as a highlight color. You want to make sure that this is a lighter color to draw the light and add volume. So I'm going to use a softer neutral brown with a little bit of highlight in it. You're just going to gently add that to where you've left your highlight spots. The darker the outside color and the lighter the inside color, or the more contrast you have, the larger your mouth will look. After we've added that, I'm going to add a little bit of gloss on top to accentuate that frosty area again. So I'm using a frosty pink color, and I'm adding a little bit of shimmer product to it to hold that light reflecting color. You're going to add a little bit of that onto your brush, and then I'm going to start to apply in the center of the mouth and then down in this bottom line. Now you want to gently blend this into the rest of the colors so there's not a huge separation between the light areas and the dark areas. I'm going to show you a few more tips to add even more volume. When your lips are nice and full, they cast a little bit of shadow underneath the bottom lip. So we're going to add that with a little bit of liner. So you're going to choose a liner color that's a little bit darker and also in a pretty neutral or brown tone. And you also want to make sure that this line is nice and thin so that it doesn't look like it doesn't stick out. You want to start directly underneath the lip, and you're just going to add a little bit of that shadow. You also want to make sure that you blend that in. So you're going to gently take your lip brush and blend the lines up into your mouth so that they don't stand out. Now we're going to do our final highlighting. You want to add a little bit of highlight into your Cupid's bow, and then you want to add a little bit more highlight into the large part of the bottom lip, and then that thin part in your top lip. So for the Cupid's bow area, we're going to use a shimmering skin perfector and a cream. So I'm going to add a little bit of that onto a Q-tip, and then we're going to just gently dab that into the Cupid's bow. You can gently pull your lips and add a little bit of that into the Cupid's bow. This natural highlight would stick out against your large lips because of the shadow that your lips would create. So we're just going to help that along and add a little bit there. And then we're also going to take a little bit of Kitten eyeshadow, which is a soft shimmery pink. And we're going to add a little bit of that onto our lip brush. And this is just going to add a highlight that's going to stay in place a little bit more. So you'll start in the middle of the bottom lip. And then you want to go the bottom line of your top lip. And then the more you bring that up, and the larger this area of highlight, the more of a pouty, puckered look you're going to get. Then you can gently blend back and forth, and then I'll show you how to add a little bit of clear gloss. Our last and final step is to add a little bit of clear gloss. This is going to add a wet and reflective surface. You're going to add a little bit of gloss onto your lip brush, and then start from the center of your lip. You want to make sure that you dab this on to not move your highlight from the center of your lip. And then you're just going to brush it back and forth. Then you can brush off and add a little bit onto the top. You want to make sure that you're not disturbing where your colors are laying. A little bit onto your top lip. And then you can pat back and forth. This is a lot of tips on how to make your mouth appear a little bit larger. You can choose to use some of them or all of them. Good luck.